Here we go again. Here we go again. Is there anybody that is shocked that Donald Trump just involved us in an unnecessary war for no reason, no justification? In fact, if you heard his speech yesterday, you're probably more lost now than you was when you first heard about it happening. And it baffles me that a president that ran and campaigned on being a president of peace is doing everything other than bring peace. And I wouldn't expect him to, because he's not even bringing peace here. So how are he going to bring peace over there? And it's crazy that you can find all of this money to support these wars, but can't support your own people. Yeah, Trump, how about that? How about you take some of that money that you starting these unnecessary wars in and put back in the economy and building your own people? Because let me tell you something, Trump. Starting a war is not going to erase your name in them Epstein files. That's not going nowhere. You starting a war is not going to stop what's going on with the economy. No, that's not going nowhere. That's not going to bring down the high cost of living, Trump. No, that's not going nowhere. Ain't nothing you doing right now as a side distraction going to distract the American people from knowing the hard truth that this is another smokescreen by Trump and his administration. Yeah, that's all this is. That's all this is. And if you can't see that this man is literally just dangling all of this opportunity in our face without us knowing, you're blind. Yeah, because all of that money that he's spending could be for the American people and building this economy up. Yeah, he don't want to do that. He's so worried and shaking in his boots about all of them allegations that's coming out on him that he's like, what am I going to do next? What can I do to blindside the people to get them to think or talk about other things than what's really going on? I'm not going to do that because I can see through that whole BS. I can see through it clear. I can see through it because the more and more we learn about your name being in them files, the more we see you do outrageous things. Where is this bill on health care, Trump? Where is it? Oh, let me guess. When we start asking you questions about what the American people care about, I know exactly what you're going to say. But the gas prices went down and eggs went down a little bit too. Please. It'll take a lot more than some gas going down and some little egg price going down before everything be fixed. We had 5 American casualties over a war that didn't even have to happen. They didn't have to pass away. Their family didn't have to grieve them. Why? Because a maniac that's sitting behind a desk that's worried about his name being mentioned feel like the pressure is getting on him, and the first thing he want to do is do something to distract the people? They families shouldn't have to be burying them because of your insecurities, because of your worries and your fears. No. This is sad, and it should have everybody outraged. Everybody. Because like I said in my last video, when these politicians talk about war, it sounds powerful. But to the families, it sounds personal. I just said this. Before the 5 casualties even happened. This is personal. There's no other way to put it. Not to him that's sitting behind a desk, protected, safe. You can't sell that story to me to make me believe anything other than what I know. And what I know and what I feel is what I'm going to believe in. And it's definitely not going to be you. Because every time I turn around, all I see is a big liar sitting there trying to figure out a way to crawl out the hole he dug himself in. And I feel that way about this whole administration. I'm not holding no punches. Until I start seeing some real change, some real legislation that's going on, that's put forward to help the people, I'm going to keep my foot on your neck, and I'm going to keep on speaking the truth. Because the everyday people, that's all we talk about. And This is reality, our reality. Maybe not your reality, but it's the reality that we living in. If you like my content, subscribe to my channel. Subscribe. Look at the videos. I got a lot of good content on there about this administration. We need to wake up. We need to wake up now, not later, now. Until next time, stay safe, stay woke, and stay aware.
Life is always doing. Come on in and hear what we are doing, yeah. Thoughts unleashed.